Meanwhile, the country is blessed with good news. The latest credit rating by Fitch of the Philippines has been raised to investment grade. President Benigno Aquino's leadership has certainly rewarded our people of a first for our country when other countries are stumbling, finding a way out of their misfortunes. We as a people have responded to the challenge of being part of the call to set a new course which benefits the entire nation. And joining us tonight on NewsLife to explain what this upgrade means to all of us is Bangko Sentral Deputy Governor Diwa Gunigundo. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Robert, and to all the other listeners in this program.
Sir, the credit rating upgrade of the Philippines released by Fitch, which raised it to investment grade, is very good news. It took a long time. What impact will it have to our economy, and what factors led to this upgrade?
Well, basically, the impact of investment grade that the Philippines actually earned will bring in more confidence from market players and more trust and confidence from prospective foreign investors in the Philippines. Now, there are many factors that led to this decision of Fitch to upgrade the investment rating of the Philippines. This is actually a clear recognition of two things. One, our ability and achievement in terms of good governance and institutional development. Second is the record of the Philippines in terms of structural and policy reforms. And what have been the fruits of these very important achievements of the Philippines? The macroeconomy has become more solid and sounder ground. One, the economy has been growing very robustly. In fact, in 2012, we grew by 6.6%. And one thing remarkable about this is that the growth drivers came from diversified sources, from agriculture, from industry, from services. And consumption expenditure was supported not only by higher public spending, but also by higher investment or gross domestic capital formation. The external payments position of the Philippines continues to be very sound based on the surplus in the balance of payments since 2005 and the substantial gross international reserves of the Philippines, which is more than sufficient to finance more than 12 months of imports of goods and services. The fiscal picture has also been very encouraging, and the banks continue to be sound and stable.
Sir, how will this enhance the Philippines' position in attracting more foreign direct investments, knowing that when we compare our share with other ASEAN countries, they have done a good job of attracting FDIs?
I suppose that this is going to bring in more investment as it has provided more confidence that we have seen in the market. One, we expect that more investments will be coming, not only in terms of investment in BPOs, but also in manufacturing as well as in mining. This will also help provide absorptive capacity. With more investments coming in, we expect more jobs to be generated, more income, and therefore the absorptive capacity in the economy will even be greater. When that happens, we expect that even if more foreign investments come in terms of portfolio investments, the economy should be able to absorb and direct all of these flows into more productive activities.
Sir, now looking in terms of borrowing and the cost of debt, will the burden for government and even the private sector be less expensive in terms of interest payments when they borrow?
Well, actually, the market has already priced in this rating upgrade of the Philippines. Since last year, both the corporate as well as the sovereign borrowers have been benefiting from lower debt spreads and lower insurance for buying Philippine debt. Actually, our debt spreads are comparable to higher rated peers of the Philippines. Our own debt spreads and CDS are actually better rated, okay, lower than similarly rated sections in the market.
Sir, now how will this impact in managing inflation, our monetary and fiscal policies?
Well, to the extent that Foreign investments will provide more jobs and more income for our people. And of course, timing is one important issue here. We would be able to provide a greater absorptive capacity. And when that happens, even if more flows are coming in, we should be able to maintain stable and low inflation. In the case of fiscal policy, that will also provide additional funding sources for government projects and even for those in the provision of social safety nets for our people.
And sir, now that we have been upgraded to investment grade rating, how do we maintain it, and what kinds of reforms are needed to strengthen our position and also go to the next level?
One is infrastructure. We're quite behind the other peers in the Asia-Pacific region. So we need to spend more on infrastructure, on airports, seaports, power, telecommunications. Second, I think we need to look at education, okay? Development of human resources. And we can benefit from demographic factors. We have a very young population, and therefore the supply of labor, the supply of skills and abilities in the market will be more than secured. But what we need to do is to continue to enhance, improve our level and standard of education in the Philippines to provide greater sustainability to the momentum of economic growth that we have so far achieved. Policies on fiscal policy, I think, will also be challenged in terms of providing better tax administration. Of course, the Aquino administration has been doing this already. Tax measures may also have to be considered to make sure that tax effort ratio continues to improve with an improving economic activity in the Philippines.
So does the BSP have discussions also with the private sector in order to gain more FDIs and looking at how we can better the business situation here, how to do business here?
Well, we have a public-private partnership in terms of enhancing and improving the level of competitiveness in the Philippines. So focus is given to not only competitiveness, but also in terms of governance, institutions, both political, power, as well as financial institutions, cost of doing business in the Philippines, the cost of power. All of this will have to be focused on, and the public-private partnership is precisely meant to focus on these issues that many of our foreign investors have raised in the past.
So with this good news, overall, will it boost economic growth for 2013? Do you think we're going to surpass last year's growth?
Well, we managed to grow by 6.6% in 2012. I don't see any reason why we should not be able to achieve the targeted 6 to 7% of the government for 2013. One, we have, I think, we would be able to launch more public-private partnership projects. Two, more are coming in. Three, we have stable inflation. The macroeconomy is very hospitable, very conducive to more growth. And the fact that growth drivers in the Philippines have become more diversified. So I think we have all the elements for a higher growth this year.
Sir, and a final word from you.
Well, we have earned an investment grade rating from Fitch. We still have to expect S&P and Moody's to do the same, and we hope they do it before the end of the year. But the challenge to us is to do more, to work harder, and to be more united as a people, so that our vision for a more prosperous and a more peaceful Philippines will be achieved shortly.
On that note, congratulations and thank you very much for joining us tonight on NewsLife. That was Bangko Sentral Deputy Governor Diwa Gunigundo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.